Hey people from the other side, welcome here to it all. And yes, it's to do with my hair. I'm going to do some hairstyles for you. Nice, simple hairstyles. I got some nice pins that I happened to just find randomly. They're in a nice pink tone, kind of fitting for now. And some of these, which can be nice to just kind of pin some stuff up. I got comb to comb stuff out. Yes. I thought I would do a simple, I don't know if I should do like a simple twist underneath, but I was going to do is I had an idea for something. I had an idea to take my hair, the colored part that's lighter colored part. Let me take these off. It's in my way actually. So I'm going to take my hair here, nice and fully washed. So what I'm doing is I am taking my hair and I'm going to braid this. I'm not doing a French braid. I know that that's kind of like take a French braid and you add bits back in, but I'm going to see if I can do it without doing French because I'm not the greatest at a French braid. Actually, I'm going to wet this just a little bit. Wetting the hair just a little bit here to make it a little bit easier. Okay, it's nice and wet. It's okay if some of my other hair gets in here, but I have an idea. Okay, so I got the 1 and the 2 and the 3. So this is a little hard because it's right in front of my face, but I do know how to braid my own hair. So just make sure I go like that. I go like this. And I like a nice, oh, actually, I just realized something. Is this gonna, I need to do it like this, don't I? Okay, I'm gonna get a pin. I'm actually gonna get a pin to help me. Remember, choose one of these is going to be easier to get to. Actually, no. I'm gonna get a pin so I can actually help my hair get out of place. And I'll use these to actually pin and stuff. So let's just do this so this is out of my way. The only thing with these pins though is they usually can slightly bother my scalp. So I just realized I need to do this at an angle and you will see why in a minute. So now let's actually do the braiding. Take my hair in 3 quadrants and we braid. Nice and tight braid. Yes, there's loose braids, but I'm not a loose girly braid person. I like to do it as tight as I possibly can. And I do like French braids. I'm just not. I bet I could learn. It wouldn't be that hard, but I guess I don't have the patience. I don't know. But this will be interesting. Just braid in the bad boy of it. Interesting. I do say so. Okay, so that's braided. Just gotta go get something. Yep, I got some hair ties. I'm not one to really have hair ties because I don't use them much to like at all. So, okay, we'll just use the first one that came off, which is yellow. So I'm just going to take the bottom. I'm going to twist the bottom a little bit just to help me out. I don't really keep hair ties because I don't do stuff with my hair like this. Though, I do have them because I thought of using them when I dye my hair, but I've gotten into using clips instead that are for my hair instead of this. But you could do this and it might be nice and easy, make it really easier. So there we go with that. And the idea I have is this. So I'm gonna take an invisible pin. I might have braided this wrong, but take an invisible pin. Well, it can be invisible. Let's unpin this part of my hair. Go like this. And I'm gonna go like this on top, I think. And kind of no, it doesn't work. Trial and error, right? This actually might be better to hold it in place. And I just give it a little bit of a look. Ouch. Actually, let's see if I can hide the... There we go. We'll hide that for the most part underneath. It's going to be kind of tricky here. Where did I put the, there it is. There's a barrette. Trying to put the hair on top of the hair ties. You don't see it. You see this instead. This is tricky. There we go. Come on. Oh, I put the hairpin on wrong. Okay, I'm just going to do it with it showing because I don't really mind. Okay. Let's just comb my hair. Give it a little bit of an oomph. I don't know if there's any way I can comb that. Let's see. Maybe if I use one more pin there, it'll make it look a little nicer. Let's use one more pin to kind of help this situation here. So there we go. A little bit of a braid, making it look interesting. Well, there we go. Feeling kind of like a schoolgirl, ready. That got my hair, it's out of my face. Feels kind of nice, especially with my glasses on. Yeah, right? Well, there is my first hair look. Then we'll do another thing to, I think we're just going to do one where it's like interestingly pinned. So let's do that as well. So we're going to undo this. Quickly undo the braid. Actually, I'm going to try something here. As I go here with this idea of slitting my hair in the middle, which I don't do. I don't do a middle part anymore, especially because my hair is asymmetrical and I like the asymmetrical look. And I have that slightly different color of hair in the front. But let's just see what this looks like. Why not go all crazed out and just see what this kind of look here looks like for sure. So I'm just kind of getting, so I have enough hair on one side kind of thing, and it's in the middle and everything. So I'm just having some fun with it. Why not? So there we go with that. Whoa, that looks interesting. Am I kind of like an Asian, kind of like Korean or maybe Japan? I don't know. I just know they have some of those really, really crazy asymmetrical hairs. But to get it out of my face, if this was going to be worn, I'm just going to pin it in the front to go with the look. So here we go with that. Getting it nice. I'm just pinning on both sides and probably make me have that, I don't know, girly-ish, whatever you want to call it, look and everything. So yeah, just kind of flattening it there so it looks a little bit better. There, got the nice pin. See, I just got one pin in each side. That probably looks a little bit funny, but, and one side is a little bit longer because of the way I said my hair is asymmetrical. But there we go with that second look of it all to the piece and everything. It's definitely very, very, very crazy of a hair. Piece to it all. So here we go. We're going to now unpin it and try another style because this definitely looks crazed to the crazerstins. It's definitely interesting. So let's comb it back to the way I always have my hair. So yes. So at the moment, it's pretty much the same style as I usually do. But let's see if I can pin it all the way back. This might be a little hard because my hair is kind of short, but I'm going to try because why not try things even if it looks ridiculous. So I'm just holding all my hair back. I'm definitely going to need pins for this. So I'm just kind of seeing what I can do. And it's kind of showing off my brighter part of my hair, as you can see. And then having the two short sides kind of. So I'm kind of trying to use a tie back here. Oh my gosh. That is starting to look crazy. Okay, that's not working. It's like I don't have enough hair or not. I'm just going to use my pins here. But I'm going to see if I can comb to the comber stins. This is very, very tricky. Yes, it is very, very, very tricky to do. Oh my gosh. I did have longer hair a little bit ago that might have made this a little easier, but I'm trying anyway. So we just got to go crazy with the pins as much as I can. So that's what I'm trying to do. And just see what it looks like with my hair pinned out of my face fully. Yep. So we're just going to use all of the pins that I have, even the little blue ones that I have on this as well. So I've got 6 pins So I'm going to use all of them to really pin it up probably. So let's just pin it up and see what it looks like, because why not? There. Oh my gosh, this is looking crazy to the crazertons. Oh me, oh my, but why not try things to it all? Yes, maybe you might not try this, but I'm trying it so you don't have to, or just to see my craziness come to life. Yep, I'm making sure every little piece of hair that I possibly can with all my 6 pins, because these ones are pretty good because they're nice. The size of them is nice and big to get them on and everything. Well, there we go. I've done it to my best ability. So there it looks with all the pins in it. Just, and there, showing it with my glasses. Yeah. No thanks. It looks really, really weird. There's probably a better way of pinning it, but I did my best. So now here we go. I thought I would just do a little bit of a look how it looks with the long hair put to the other side if I was to change sides, because of how it's cut. It's going to definitely be different because the layering is cut differently to work for that side the way I do it. So it's going to be longer in some parts, it's going to be shorter, and all that like I've done in the past. As you can see, some of the front, the way I've cut it, is like going woo out and all that. So it's definitely kind of, I guess it might look like a rock starry kind of look, as I can see it popping off and going crazy. And it almost doesn't want to go that way because it's not wet. And then some of the pieces are kind of small for this. So we'll try. But there we go, kind of looking crazed. But I thought I would try to see what my hair looks like I have in the past. But then I think my hair's cut slightly was different then. It was a little easier to go to this side because I didn't cut so many like short for the bangs area. So this is what the bangs is doing. It's almost like that 2000s look where you just like have hair falling in your face, or I guess like whatever you want to call it, to do with Justin Bieber hair. But there it is. Best of it. As you can see, it did get longer, and you can see all the layering that goes with the other side, but in a different way on this side. So there it is, looking crazed and kind of interesting if you think so, but I definitely would not keep it this way. But there we go with it, being my official third. Now I am actually definitely going to make my hair wet because I really need it wet for this look that I'm going to do, which is just a typical one I do. So we're going to get into that. So this is what I do need to make sure it is wet for it. Last one I didn't do wet, but it was more better because it was nice and fluffy and ready to be dry. So, but I'm getting this nice and wet because I have an idea what I'm going to do. And this is a typical one I actually do. This is one of the ones I actually do. Most of these that you saw, I would never do them. But this is me getting it nice and wet. It is a little more dripping wet than I would typically have for this. Yes, as you can see, I'm going to use my hair dryer, which you have seen me use in the past. This is my cheap, around 20 pounds hair dryer. So I'm just kind of drying my hair out here because I want to give it some volume. So you definitely need to have water in your hair to use a hair dryer because it doesn't really work without it and things like that. So I'm just combing in the heat and going into the layers of my hair. And then I'm going to take the front part and I'm trying to give it some good volume by folding it inward into this, being careful with my hair. You definitely don't want to be more careful with this if you had longer hair than me. So yes, I'm trying to be even more religious with it and fold it inward to give it that kind of wave going in. As you can see, my bangs are getting more and more voluminous. It probably won't last extremely long, but it is giving it something interesting because you can see how my bangs are folding into the longer part of my hair. Now I'm just going to do some of that part. So I'm kind of going inward and doing a little bit of that slightly, I guess you can maybe call it an 80s style slightly, where they went inward. No, they went outward, actually. So I don't know what year this was invented, but I'm going inward, not outward. So yeah, I'm just doing that to give it some volume at the bottom and just seeing what I can do to make it a little different than maybe what I typically do with my thing of using my hair dryer, because a lot of times I just kind of comb in and it gives it some volume. But so that is looking kind of interesting. My bangs are definitely looking interesting as I give them a nice volume by folding them inward like so. I use this and some water. This is not really fully made for you, so you have to be a little careful. And I do not recommend if your hair is too long, because if your hair is prone to tangling easily, then don't do what I did. Yes, don't do what I did. as we've done this one, being like, I don't know, whichever one you want it to be. I just came up with an idea after doing these ones where I do the half and half. And I think it might look interesting, especially with my hair being kind of added some oomph to it. So let's try this one last one with a little bit of craziness here. I don't know how much is going to work because of this craziness, but I'm going to see. I'm going to see if I can do as straight of a middle part as I possibly can. I'm not doing a side part. I'm doing a middle part. But now that my hair is kind of might look kind of funny or might be avant-garde. I don't know. So let's just do this one as the final last one of the hairstyles to just see what this does after it's kind of looking a little crazy tints. Actually, I don't know if that looks too crazy. Maybe it does with this long here, but because it's acting a little differently because I did some things to it to give it. Why do I feel like I'm like one of those, oh, I know this, I'm right, like stuck up looking rich women or something? I don't know why. Or I'm like one of those, oh my gosh, darling, oh my gosh, did you hear about Frederick? I can't believe it. I know, it's just so, oh my gosh, I know. Oh, it just puts me into a different personality when I'm doing this. It's like interante, if I do say so. Really wants to cover up my eye though. Well, with all this craziness and those different hairstyles of it all that, I hope you enjoy this, darling. Oh my gosh. Well, with all that in mind, hit the subscribe, share this video if you enjoyed. Until next time, sparkle, sparkle, bye.